Zane, how are you today?
What's good? How you doing? I'm cold.
Yeah, you cold? You going back to Florida soon.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask about the guy who just walked out, and Devon and Keziah. Both have stepped up to play as much as they've played all season. I think as much as they've played in their career the last several games since you lost a couple defensive veterans from your group. Can you speak to what you've seen those guys do, their final stretch of their college career, coming up with this kind of a workload and delivering against a team like Boise and trying to do it again against Notre Dame?
Yeah, I think they're playing their best ball right now. They're confident as ever. Playing with a lot of confidence, playing fast and physical, with our scheme. Especially our scheme, I think they're being very productive for D tackles right now, too. Also with their assignment, the things they're doing technically and stuff like that. So I think they're playing their best ball, and I think they're ready for next week.
Hey, Zane. Good afternoon.
Yeah.
How impactful is it that, Max Granville was able to come in against Boise State and fill that prowler role that Abdul plays?
Yeah. I mean, that's impactful for him and his journey as a Penn State football player. I know I came in, I had a similar role. Midway through the season, I started on that package and just kind of found my groove on this defense, and then you learn a lot from that, playing, getting those valuable minutes that you can't get in practice. You get that in the game, so I think that's going to be huge for him.
Zane, how have you seen Abdul grow since you guys got here in 2022?
Yeah, I mean, he's grown a lot, man. Not only as a football player, but as a man, too. I mean, he taught me so many things, and I teach him things, too, just how to go about life and things of that nature. He's open to everything. And I think the biggest part that he's growing is just, like, knowing that he has room to grow in everything in life. Like, not thinking, oh, I already know all this, I already know all that. He's still looking for ways to grow in different aspects of life. So I think that's his biggest thing that he's matured in since he got here.
Zane, what are the challenges when you face a quarterback like this one who is so mobile?
It's really just on pass rush and lanes and stuff like that. So being disciplined in your pass rush, rushing as a unit altogether, not rushing on each on accord.
Let's go to Zoom. We'll go to Rich.
Good afternoon, Zane. Thank you for your time. Zane, you mentioned Keziah and Devon playing their best ball right now. Why do you think you're playing your best ball right now, especially these last two and a half months?
Yeah, I'll probably say it speaks to my consistency and my work ethic. Me personally, I think I have a lot to improve on and things of that nature. So really, I'm not seeing this as the best ball I've been playing all year. I still got room to grow. So I've been critical of myself on things I need to get better to be more productive as a D tackle. So that's where I'm taking it day by day and step by step.
Let's go to Audrey, and then we'll go to Max.
Hey, Zane, thanks for your time. Obviously, you guys spoke really highly of Manny Diaz when he was here last year. Then Tom Allen comes in. What do you kind of remember about your early impressions of Tom, and are any ways that maybe he's kind of surprised you? Like Devon was telling us that Coach Allen was really kind of upfront and honest from the get-go.
Yeah. Many don't know I was kind of close with Tom. He recruited me when he was at Indiana, and I was actually thinking about going to Indiana during my recruiting. So I kind of knew him. My family knew him, so I already had a pretty good idea of who he is and what type of guy he is. So nothing would really surprise me when he came in.
You had said that when you were a freshman, you were kind of doing the prowler thing like Max is now. Was it easier to start learning a defense by having a role in that special package right away, or was it a little bit harder to get thrown to the wolves in that sense?
I wouldn't say get thrown the rules because we practice so much in practice. So I prided myself on knowing anything and being ready for any opportunity I was given my freshman year. So when they threw me in that package, I was already prepared play-wise. All I had to do was just do my job and try to excel to the best that I could do.
Let's go John and then Tyler.
What's the most impressive thing you've seen Abdul do?
The most impressive thing I see him do? Probably that ghost against USC, the ghost move against that tackle.
Zane, yesterday, James Franklin and Nick Singleton were both pretty open that they've been having conversations while working towards these playoff matchups, having conversations about what 2025 might look like for Nick and what the best course of action is going to be. You're in that same class. I'd imagine, are you also managing what's in front of you here with game prep with also what's ahead of you? And has Penn State been helping facilitate and kind of giving you, I guess, information and that you can use for that decision?
Yeah, they definitely have given me a lot of information to help me make this decision. But priority number one is what's in front of us right now. It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for everybody, so that's really my number one right now, and we'll worry about that when we get there.
Go back to Zoom. Let's go Avery Hill and then Joe Smeltzer.
Zane, obviously you guys have had a lot of successes this year, even with injuries and everything. How much does the defensive line group synergy lead to that group success?
Oh, I think it means a lot. The starting off with the team energy and how we come out really is dependent on the guys up front on both sides of the ball, and we bring that juice every day as a D-line. That's what we do. We have fun with what we're doing and enjoy what we're doing, so I think it's kind of contagious to the whole team and the defense.
Let's go to Joe, then we'll go to John, and then Audrey.
Hey, Zane, thanks for the time.
Yeah.
So, Notre Dame historically is part of that O-line U conversation, and this year they're really strong up front, too. With Penn State's D-line being right up there with the best in the country, if not number one, how much do you guys embrace a challenge like this, considering the best way to prove how good you are is in these types of matchups?
Yeah, I love things like this. I'm a competitor. When the best come out to play, it's time for our best players to come out and play, and that's what we're gonna do this upcoming game.
You mentioned knowing Tom before he got here and before when you were a recruit too.
Yeah.
How's he helped you grow compared to how other defensive coordinators have helped you grow, and how's he used you maybe differently than they have?
Yeah, he helped me grow as a man, just life lessons and how to go about things. Things don't go your way. He keeps to remind me, stay the course. Everything happens for a reason and stuff like that. So he keeps me level-headed when I'm hot or if I'm feeling down, stuff like that. He'll come pick me up and just have that talk. He know how to get to me when I'm not feeling like Zane. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's one thing that he did personally to help me football-wise. It's pretty easy to use me. You put me wherever and I'm gonna make a play.
Let's go to Zoom. Audrey?
Building off that, Zane, obviously Tom didn't land you at Indiana. Did he joke around with you at all about that fact once he got here? And what do you kind of remember about what he was trying to pitch Indiana onto you at that point and how he wanted to use you there?
Yeah, we joked about it a little bit. I trolled him a little bit. I said, dang, coach, you follow me? And yeah, he started laughing. But his pitch when I was at Indiana was just like, I'm a playmaker, and they'll love to have me on the defense. They'll find a way to use me and stuff like that. And he wanted me there. That's it. He didn't really sell me on any of the other stuff. He kept it straightforward and just was honest from the jump.
Have you come across running backs who are as angry and as violent as Katron playing against opposing teams these 3 years of Big Ten football? And I guess beyond that, with the way he plays, how do you feed off of that personally and as a unit?
Yeah, no, I haven't faced a back like Fat Man. This since I've been at Penn State. Our practices against him and Nick are like the hardest practices we ever had. So, I guess we never. I personally have never felt like a back has ran as hard and as strong as them two have. What was the second question you asked?
I was going to say, when he is doing that, and you're watching that from the side, how can you feed off of that?
Oh, yeah, that feed off the whole team, man. That energy that he have, and you can see him talking trash and celebrating, that's contagious. So the whole defense get hyped, and we get ready to go make a play too.
Devon called you a freak athlete, and then he said you could bench 455 for 5 and run a 4.40. Is that true, or was he boosting you a little bit?
Yeah, he boosted the 40. The bench about right. The 40, I'm like 4.6.
Okay, that's all.
Yeah.
John.
Obviously, you're in year 3 here now. How has being at Penn State lived up to your expectations when you made the decision to come here?
Yeah, it's everything that I thought it would be. Football-wise, town-wise. It's really like a whole community that everybody's bought into. Everybody took me in, being a Florida boy, helping me everything that I had to get used to, the weather and stuff like that. Black ice, that's one thing I found out early about I never heard of. And, yeah, man, the town, Penn State's been a perfect fit for me, helped me develop as a man, not just as a boy, and give me challenges in life and real-world problems that I had to overcome.
Got time for 2 more. Mark and then John.
Zane, you have some new kids who are in the program.
Yeah.
Who what has the transition been like for them, and especially for your guys from Florida dealing with what we're dealing with here with the snow and stuff?
Yeah, I just talked to a couple of guys from Florida, the dude from Chaminade and Big Randy from Miami Central. They said, man, I ain't never seen nothing like this before. So I said, yeah, I've been there before. I know how you feeling, dog. So I told him, man, just keep the hand warmers on deck and keep the puffer jackets on standby.
I gotta ask, how did you learn about the black ice? Did you go down?
Yeah, I did, man. I was moving in Brumball Hall down there on East, and the stairs. I was trying to go down them fast, and it looked like it wasn't ice, but I guess it was ice, and I bust my behind, so I learned about it pretty quick.
Thanks, Zane.
Yo, appreciate y'all. Yeah.